What's good? How y'all doing this afternoon? Welcome back to Don's Favorite here on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy the Don. Here with my co-host Tyrone. What's good, man?
What's up? How y'all doing today?
Hey, everything, man. Thought Thursday was gonna be a crazy day, man. When
This
when the
week.
when Falcons Nation can't outdo themselves, they outdo them. I kid
Oh
you not.
man.
Yeah, man. What's good, ATM, man?
What's
Appreciate
up,
you joining
ATM?
the live, man. Everybody else join the live, man. Please say what's up in the chat. Um, so there's news broke this morning that there have been talks of trading Julio Jones. Um, my take on this, I don't see this happening because you got to look at what are you trying to get for Julio? I seen people made comments and said, well, they try to compare with Hop, you know, Houston
Yeah.
Texans and Cardinals. And I'm like, you can't compare that because you had someone there in Houston who did not know how to manage a team and didn't get anything for Hop at all.
Yeah.
So I don't see the Falcons making a trade like that. You trade in the fourth round, seventh round pick for Julio. No,
Mm-mm.
if you're gonna trade Julio Jones, you better get two first round picks or a first and a day two pick, if that.
Yeah. If we trade him before the draft, you got to give us your first. If we trade him anytime in this week, you got to give us your first, and you got to give us a first next year. It's a difference between that Hopkins trade because Hopkins didn't want to be there, and ownership was just horrible. That's still horrible, but in general, that Texan organization was horribly ran. So with this team, you're gonna have to give us a lot. You're gonna have to give us a lot just to even think about what we're gonna do for Julio. I need a mortgage. I need like I said about this fourth pick. I need a mortgage. There's a lot that we see that people are gonna say, and a lot of these trade rumors. Somebody's talking about the Baltimore's gonna give us a first and a second next year. And I'm like, that's not gonna work.
No,
That's too
I said
little of a
no. It
trade.
was a second. It was a second round pick, and then it was I think a sixth round pick or something like that. I'm like,
Yeah,
bro,
that's not gonna
bro,
work.
no, indeed, do not. No, they can get out my face with that.
Yeah.
Like, you got to give me two first, and
That's this basic. You got to give me two first. That's just the start.
mm-hmm. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Like I said, man, like right now, man, and this could all be smoke because right now the
Yeah.
Falcons are doing everything to see what they can do with that fourth overall pick.
Yeah.
It kind of ties in with that. So yes, they want people to call in and see what they can get for Julio, but at the same time, I really feel like they're trying to manipulate and get rid of that pick.
Yeah. I think we're really trying to get this pick just to see what people want. That's really it. Like if you gonna give us if you what you gonna give me for Julio? If we can stack picks, I think that's really what we're looking at this point. I
Mm.
think we're trying to stack picks. Um, we do it before the draft. That'll be crazy. I like we were saying. I think it's gonna be after the draft. Really, I think it'll be like we said. At June 1st cut day. Um, I don't know, man. It just depends on what you want to get for Julio. I mean, if we're gonna move that fourth pick, then I can see us moving it. But I don't see us moving at this point. I don't. I think we're too close now to move.
Yeah, even though they said that yeah, you trade him, his cap hit won't hit us until after June 1st, which is good.
Yeah,
But I would rather keep him. This is my opinion. Keep Julio this year. See what we can do with the offense. Next year after June 1st, then you can try to trade.
yeah,
But this right here tells me everything that we could do if we're still going to stay at 4. If we want to still stay at 4, you probably going to have to end up drafting copy.
yeah, yeah. If we trade him, you got to pick Pitts. You if we trade Julio, you pick Pitts. Um, that's the only reasonable choice at that point. And then that opens up cap room for us to keep Hayden and who like and Calvin, like we've been saying. Um,
Drunk on 86 said he too old to demand two first round picks. He's more
I wouldn't say he's too old. I would
I
say
would
you
say
go
he's
by
at least,
injuries.
yeah.
I say injuries. You can maybe say he's not valuable for two first picks, but um people still want Julio. It's Julio still. That's like Larry Fitzgerald. It's like saying we trying to trade away Larry Fitzgerald or like Calvin Johnson. You know, those are like your franchise wide receivers. They've been in their teams for years. To trade them, even in their old age, if you were trying to trade for Calvin in his old age, it was still gonna take a lot to get Calvin. So that's the thing about those like those older players. Even if they're older, it's you're still going to have to give a lot because the franchise doesn't want to get rid of him. So you want to make a franchise, you want to pick him up at his old age, you still gonna have to give me a lot.
And once again, what's good, everybody in the chat? Let me know y'all thoughts on this news of Julio possibly getting traded. I just don't see it happening. It could happen, but who's to say? So, and it's just Monday, and we got tomorrow and Wednesday, and pretty much most of Thursday still left.
No. Thursday up till 8 o'clock is gonna be crazy.
Man, Thursday, just in general, that day I can just it's just gonna be a storm
I
everywhere.
might mute Twitter, but I think yeah, I'm gonna have to mute Twitter Thursday. I really this week I really just want to mute everything draft related. But man, it's crazy. I don't know. This whole week, it's already starting off. First day back of the weekend, having a good weekend. Hawks win yesterday. The first thing we get is Julio Jones trying to get traded. Or we're receiving calls for Julio Jones getting traded. Like, how do you come off of something like that? Like, it just doesn't make sense to me.
Really don't. It really don't.
So I'm just waiting for the craziness to, die down. It's not even gonna die down after the draft. I
It's
don't
gonna
think
be
draft talk ends.
it's gonna be a few days. It's gonna be a
Yeah.
few days.
Like they're not even gonna. You know, the funny part about Falcons fans, I don't mean it for all of them. We don't draft just say Justin Fields there for him. We don't draft Justin Fields. We're gonna hear so much, just so much anger and hatred in a matter of a week. And we probably draft talk won't end till the season starts. If we don't draft, if Justin Fields is there, we don't take him because it's gonna be people every day like, oh, we didn't draft Justin Fields, and it's gonna get annoying after a while. Really and truly.
Yeah. My thing is, man, with this situation, I'm tired of talking about quarterbacks. Um, there are other issues on this team that we need to address besides that position. And you can't have an adult conversation, and I'm using that term very tightly, an adult conversation with anybody without them getting in their feelings about it.
Yeah,
You know, you ask them about, okay, well, hey, you want a quarterback? Okay, well, what about the other positions that we really need?
yeah. That's what I think it is. Or if we, oh yeah, really in anything. If we don't draft a quarterback, let's just put it like that. If we don't draft a quarterback with that fourth pick, um, and we draft Kyle Pitts or we draft Penny, oh, it's over with. It's gonna be people just complaining. And I'm ready for the media. I'm just ready for the media to just act stupid. Like the act like NFL.com and all that. I'm just ready for them to just put random like these early predictions for the season and stuff. I'd be going crazy.
Hmm. But I seen it, but like ESPN, I went to the gym early this morning around what 6, and I saw on ESPN that the Mel Kiper and all those guys, they said that Kyle picked for Falcons. It
Yeah.
changes so much, man.
I
Like,
done seen so many You know, it was weird because it was like Trey Lance was the hype for Atlanta when his pro day came along. Um, and then out of nowhere, it just turned to Kyle Pitts. It was just like, what do y'all do? Y'all not know what y'all doing? Like it was just like they kept changing it. Our pick has changed since the first mock draft came out. It was like Justin Fields, and everybody was saying Justin Fields, and then they figured out Justin Fields had a higher value, and everybody was saying Trey Lance. But then there was still people sneaking in penny picks, and people like these other guys were like in CBS and like all these other like these guys that really aren't followed were sneaking in like penny. They were sneaking in Kyle Pitts, and then Kyle Pitts had I guess a crazy pro day, and automatically Kyle Pitts is going forward. Because once San Francisco jumped, Kyle Pitts was automatically number 4. And I was just like, okay, it's just been so weird. This whole draft process has been
But you know what?
being this high has been made the media go crazy.
It's gonna be funny though if we stay at 4, and I really feel like the fan base is gonna be more pissed if we draft so well.
Yeah. Oh,
I
it's
would
going
love
to
it.
be
I would
hilarious.
love it. I would love it. I
I
would love
would.
it, and I would go be laughing
Yeah.
because I'll be like, yes, we got finally need something that most fans don't understand that this is really a true need that
A
this
good
team
pickup.
need.
That's gonna be funny out of all the people like all these people like just like, oh man, we pick up everybody's like, let's just pick up a quarterback, or they see Kyle Pitts, let's pick up Kyle Pitts, and we draft Penny. Oh, that is going to throw everybody. That's gonna make some people mad. Them draft experts. Oh man, that'd be crazy.
Hmm. And look, when you think you have all the answers to the questions, hey,
Yeah,
questions
that's
come.
really the bad part. That's what I don't like about Kuiper. That's why I don't like what Bucky. I don't know if you saw what Bucky Brooks said. That was horrible about like the whole situation in Baltimore. Like it's just certain stuff. It's just like these guys just don't make sense about a lot of stuff.
And I see a lot of people upset, and I see people in the chat too right now upset that if we do trade Julio, well, they're gonna be upset. In the end of the day, you guys, you know, it's business. You know, it's a business. Right now, the cap is not looking good. That is true. It's not looking good right now. They got to make space to sign
Yeah,
another. So somebody gonna have to be a casualty. You know, I'm not saying it should be Julio, but at the same time, if they Harry Fortnite, Arthur Smith, they're looking at everything and they say, okay, well, we can move on from Julio, draft Kyle Pitts, get you know get some more first round picks, and then next year you have 2 first round picks. You can draft another receiver. Is it going to be another Julio Jones? No, but you replacing what you lost. You're not
speed.
replacing the quality. You're not replacing the quality, but you're
Oh
replacing
no.
the quantity. You're replacing the quantity of it.
Like my thing was
People, people,
for
people, get, people get confused with quality and quantity. You
yeah.
know, you have to have the quantity. The quantity has to still be there as a football organization. But sometimes you may not get the quality there. You know,
That's true.
Julio Jones is a generational talent. You're not gonna. There will probably never be another Julio ever again. But you know, if you draft a guy like Kyle Pitts, you see what as we saw what we had with him in Florida. You know he can be a impact player on this team.
Yeah, I think that's the thing about if we like I said we talk about like I was saying about Calvin Johnson, all those guys, the trade what they mean to their city. I mean, he means a lot to the city. We're not gonna act like he doesn't mean a lot to the city. I was 10 when we drafted him, so I'm 19 now. What is he? 10 years, 11 years? He's going to his 10, 11 year. So like, I mean, I've been here. I've been with him since his whole career, bro. So like, it's gonna hurt to lose Julio if we do trade him. Of course, it's gonna hurt, but you gotta think business. It's like you don't. We always build these connections with players. Like you can't build connections with players. Look at anything. Look at what LeBron did to Cleveland.
Mm-hmm.
Look at what he did. He just stayed there for 4 years. He finally got unrestricted. He said, "I'm gonna go somewhere else." And you saw the reaction of what Cleveland did. So you can't be mad at an organization. I understand, like he's a free agent. And everyone's gonna say that. You can't be mad at the organization for money because you got to think about what we need and what we need down the line. Julio's making an absurd amount of money for him to not play all 16 games a season. Well, now it's gonna be 17. He hasn't had a full healthy season in a long time, y'all. Let's think about it. It's been a while since he's had a full healthy season. So if we're really gonna talk about it, like yeah, it's hard not. It's not a lot of guys like AJ Brown, of course, is like a guy that's close, maybe close to Julio, but he's not Julio. There's a lot of rounds of guys that are wide receivers that we can pick up, and it's gonna be some years from now where these guys, it's some good guys coming out in the next year and the year after next,
Mm-hmm.
and they might not be Julio, but if they can do some of the things like Kyle Pitts, if Kyle Pitts comes in and dominates the league and he's getting jump balls and he's just that dominant player that he was in Florida, then you don't feel so bad about Julio.
You
And
just
then
need
we can
really.
find, if we
You just
keep
need.
Calvin, we keep Hurst, we can find a guy that really plays outside wide.
You just
And he
need.
might not be as big, but he might not be as strong.
You just
But
need.
if
You
he's
just.
fast, and the thing with Arthur Smith, his teams are fast. He plays hard nose, but a lot of his receivers and stuff are fast. So if he wants those fast guys, then we can find it, man. We can get him there.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing. Like people gotta understand. You just need a serviceable receiver in this league. If you have a good quarterback that can get the ball, you just need a good receiver that can run his routes, right? Yeah, it's good to have a receiver, that can, oppose his will on, defenders. That's cool. But you see now a lot of these receivers now, like you got what's the dude name down there in Tampa Bay? Chris Godwin.
Godwin,
Chris
yeah,
Godwin, like he's not no, big time receiver, but he makes plays. Like anytime the ball comes to him, he's gonna catch it and he's gonna make a play out of it. And Rose Stasson, I see your comment. We got to pick up Hurts and really fit the option. Here's the thing: if you draft Pitts and we trade Julio, you don't need to pick up Hurst's contract. You can just let him walk, or you could try to trade him, and see what you can get out of him. Really, that's a good question. They could they will get him a 50 option, and then you can look towards a draft in 2022. Yeah, in the 2022 and see what you can get from him. Um, yeah, you're
yeah.
right, Atlanta Nation. You're right, Atlanta Nation. Those guys like Calvin Johnson and Julio, they one of a kind. You're not gonna find a lot of those guys. What's good, Miles? He said trade Julio, make made of glass, get a return of picks, pick Pitts, roll weirdly Pitts. I can get down with that. I
Yeah.
can get down with that. But it's gonna be so funny because a lot of people still thinking that we drafting Justin Fields, and so many people I see, man, they would get rid of Julio when we about to draft Justin Fields. I'm like, how do y'all know we drafted Justin Fields?
That let's think about it. We don't know. We definitely don't know if we're taking Justin Fields. And the thing about that, Julio's not gonna play in this league this many. Only a couple more years.
I'll say I give him a max of 4.
Yeah, he's
I give
not
him a
Larry
max of 4.
Fitz. He's not
He,
Larry Fitz, where Larry Fitz was healthy almost his whole career. He's been
yeah,
hurt
he's
his
going into his
almost
10th
every
year.
year.
Yeah, he's going into
Yeah,
his 10th year, you know, and normally receivers last what 12 to 14 years,
yeah.
and that's why I said I give him 4. I give him
I'll
4.
give him 4. That's just by him, grace of God, not getting hurt that much. But
Mm-hmm.
that foot still nags him. He's missing games because the foot, his legs hurts him. Like he has stuff where it's just like, oh God. Like when you know it's a game, Julio's not playing, you like he's hurt again. Like God, everybody,
He's
and it's
he's
playing during the
he's getting
season.
older. He's getting older, and people understand when you get in your 30s, like those foot problems, those knee problems, those they don't go away.
Yeah, like that's he has bolts in his foot, y'all. Like he has actual screws in his foot. Like that's not just like a thing where he just has something wrong with his foot. So the thing with Julio, I don't understand. Y'all understand? Like he's spreading his wealth. If y'all haven't been paying attention, Julio's been really preparing for retirement because he done got like 4 or 5 car dealerships. Like Julio is ready if, at any point where he feels like he doesn't have to play, he can retire. And at a point, you have to really realize like Julio's at almost at the end of his career. And I know it's sad to hear, but he's really almost at the end of his career. And I don't know, man. I feel like if you're gonna they're gonna it's gonna be a team that's gonna get like that question you said before. Somebody's gonna give us a first for him. Somebody
Here's
will.
here's my thing. If somebody Roger said since you said Julio hasn't played a full season, how are we getting a first for him? He's Julio Jones. It ain't like we trading. It's not like we trading Roddy White or a guy like Calvin Ridley or we traded Muhammad Sanu for a second round pick.
Exactly. Exactly. You can get if you can trade Sanu for a second round pick and he didn't even play at that team, it's crazy. It's a different story, y'all.
What's good, Joe? He said the Falcons are drafting Matt Jones. Arthur Smith told me yesterday. All right. Well, apparently somebody else who hangs out with Arthur Blank's son and knows everything said the same
Bro,
thing. Well, he said something similar on the lines of that. So if you hanging out with Arthur Smith, man, big ups to you. Tampa has a Julio like receiver down there though, and when you have a receiver like that, every other receiver on the team is going to be better, especially when you add a Tom Brady. I kind of get what you're saying, but with Tampa Bay situation, and I know you're referring to Mike Evans, but Mike Evans is nowhere near Julio. Let's keep that 100. All right. Second, you got guys like Chris Godwin. They had Antonio Brown. They had Scotty Miller. Who else they had on there? Then they had OJ Howard and they had Grunt.
yeah.
And they had a offensive line too, by the way. Just saying.
Like that thing about that Tampa team, man. I like that. I do understand this coming. We still has all the defeats. Exactly. That's why somebody will give us a first for him.
Exactly.
If any, let's
You
think
have to
about it.
double Julio. Even anytime that Julio Jones is on the field, it doesn't
He
matter if
gets
he's
doubled.
coming in. It doesn't matter if he's coming in on a run play. You have to double this man. You have to.
You have to. There's no like, and that's why I say somebody will give us a first because people are still scared of Julio. Like there are still people that are scared of Julio. So I don't take out of context, but it's just like with Julio, like I said with Julio, like he's making people like this, he's gonna make any team he goes to better because he demands so much attention. So you're gonna have to give us a first.
Don't get out of here with that mess. The Jets just want Julio. Y'all ain't gonna do that with that
But
man.
yeah, yeah, what are y'all gonna do with Julio and the Jets?
Who gonna throw the ball to him? Yeah, if we trade Jones, I can't trust the GM.
Where are y'all getting this from? Where I want to
My
talk about
thing,
that. Where are y'all
hold on.
getting this
Because
Terry's trying to tear the team apart?
because
Where
he
did
because
this
he
come
came hold on
from?
because he came from the Saints. That's why.
You
But
think he's gonna mess up an opportunity like Jenna said? You think he's gonna mess up an opportunity to be a GM because he's from the Saints? No,
it is what it
y'all
is.
are tripping with that. I don't know where that y'all just came out of nowhere with that.
Yeah, these rumors do happen every year. You're right, Joe. What's good, Choo Choo?
What's
Hey,
up, Choo
y'all.
Choo?
On that note, man, we're gonna go ahead and end this stream. If y'all have any more comments, let us know in the comment section of this video. And if you're new to the channel, y'all already know what to do. Hit the subscribe button, hit that like button, share this content out with Atlanta Sports Fanatics, and hit us up in the comment section. As always, come holler at your hometown sports podcast. What's good, Dave? We know it's a business at the end of the day. Like I said, I won't be upset, but I hope the return is
Is
kind of
yeah.
equal in value. Hopefully, we don't get rid of Julio for a fifth or a seventh round pick. That doesn't make any sense at all. But on
Yeah.
that note, you guys, we are gone. Y'all have a great day. This is another episode of Dun's Favor here on Forever I Love Atlanta Sports Podcast. It's your boy Dun here with my co-host Tyrone. Y'all take it easy.
Kings room tonight, y'all. We got a Kings room tonight. Post game, play the Pistons.
All right, Kings win tonight. Y'all tune in to that. On that note, we see y'all later. Y'all have a great afternoon. Peace.